Welcome to Nerd News Today. I'm Matthew, and today I'm taking a look at some new headphones that may make the perfect gift this holiday season for kids and adults alike. They're affordable, they look cool, and hopefully they sound as good as they look. Today I'm talking about Thinkwrite. Now inside this box here are two headphones with two different uses. One is for listening and the other is for gaming. This company has an interesting backstory and is doing some really good things in the world. So without further ado, let's get this video underway. And let's begin this review with a good old-fashioned unboxing. So this is the box that it was sent in. It was actually sent in another cardboard box, but this is how everything I got was packaged. I do like this blue box here. I like the website stuff on it. I also appreciate little tech stuff that's going on there because that's how you know it's a tech box. It's got little wires and things on it. So yeah, let's go ahead now and actually open it because man, I love these types of boxes too. These are the kind you just like slide open because it's so dramatic and yeah, worth it. All right, so on the top here we have a nice big booklet which looks like it's going to be telling us a little bit about the company. All right, that's cool. I like this, that they have basically a little bit of information about how this company got started. And I appreciate this information here because it really lets you know the values of what this company is all about. And I especially like that this was a company started by an educator or someone involved in education. So you know they've got something really in mind here when they're building products like this. So that's really cool to know. And it's cool to know that you're supporting a company like this. So we'll just kind of do a quick run through about what's inside here. But it looks like it's just going to tell us a little bit about, again, the core values of what the company is. And the core values doesn't just mean values of the company. It means the values of the product and what's going to help set them apart. And here's some more information about some of the products that we're going to be probably looking at today. And you know, they have a bunch of different products out there, I should add. So this is just kind of a little bit of a sampling of some of what they have. But yeah, there we go. So that's a little booklet about Thinkwrite technologies. But underneath here is the important part because this is what we're actually going to be taking a look at today. So as we mentioned, we're going to have the Revo headphone set and we're going to have the Victory gaming headset. And this is all the information you need to know about them. We'll talk about some of those things as we go on here. So that's the information page. And it looks like both of our headphones are going to be in little baggies. All right, cool. The blue headset is going to be the Revo headphones, and these green ones are the Victory gaming headsets. So I guess we're doing an unboxing within an unboxing video. That's fun. They are both in resealable bags, and then by the way, this one has the Thinkwrite logo on it. That's cool. Gotta love branding. Gotta appreciate that even on the bags. Makes me not want to throw out the bags when I'm done with them, and I probably won't because yeah, it's gonna be a good place to store them. So there we go. That's our Revo headphones. And now let's go ahead and open up our Victory gaming headset in this baggie. Again, also a resealable bag, which, you know, to be quite fair, again, these are meant for like students, that kind of these are meant for classroom use. So they don't really need to have like outrageous packaging. I'm actually quite content with them doing it this way. So there you guys go. Those are the headsets straight out of the box, or in this case, straight out of the bags. And my initial thoughts on them is I really like the colors on these. These are actually pretty bright. Like I like how vibrant the blues are in them. Again, I do really like their logo. You guys can see it again right here on this headphone. I enjoy that logo. I think it's a cool design. The more I look at it, the more I'm liking it. But really nice blue color, nice vibrant blue. On the inside here, you guys can see that's the right headphone, that's the left headphone. I like how it's that big so you cannot mess it up. And you know what? I've seen plenty of people out there working as editors doing that all the time. So you know what? It's nice that they spell it out for you. And here's the gaming headset. Again, talking about bright colors. Look at this wonderful neon green on this headset here. And it goes around this too. So yeah, the color, it's not like it's everywhere on these headphones. You know, you've got it on the actual earpieces themselves as well as on the sides. Same with this. It's just basically in those locations, although in this case we do have it on the microphone piece as well. So we get a little bit more color here. And it looks like on the inside of this, okay, this time around there's no label saying left or right. What you do have is just simple green pattern here. Looks like it's not necessarily like a sweat wicking technology, but it's something to kind of help your ears breathe when you're in these because, you know, this is, again, a different material than what we're getting between these two. So these are pretty drastically different headphones. See, it feels like the tops of these, though, that part is the same. So there's a lot of similarities between the two of them. And it really looks to me like the biggest difference is going to be the color and what's covering the earphones themselves. Even the cables and the cords are basically the same type of thing. And if you're wondering, these are TRS and TRRS jacks. But I was told they also make them in USB as well, so if you want them for a USB connection. But otherwise, today we're looking at the TRS and the TRRS versions because that's what I requested. So I do want to spend a little more time to talk about that construction because, again, there's a lot of similarities between the two of them. And really, they are essentially the exact same design. There's going to have a few differences because of how they function and what they do. But cosmetically, they're fairly similar things here. I mean, again, the top parts are the same. The construction for the sides is the same. And even the wires are essentially the same, but there are some differences there that we'll talk about as we go into it. But let's go ahead and just Yeah, sure, let's reverse them right now too. Why the heck not? Let's mix things up. So one of the key differences you'll notice right away though is what's covering the headphones. So our gaming headset has a little bit more sponginess to it. This is not quite as much. This very much does remind me of like what I've seen people use from Sony, oftentimes in like editing suites. Like it's this kind of material, which is still pretty comfortable to use. This one here though is a lot cushier, and to be honest, that's going to be personal preference kind of thing too, what you prefer to have when you're gaming versus, let's say, when you're working. But both seem to be pretty comfortable as well. So I'll test them out in a little bit, but that's just give you kind of a quick glimpse about what's there. And another big difference about them, besides again the microphone, because this is the gaming headset, is their cables here. So let's kind of move this one out of the way here. So with our Revo headphones, this has a volume control on the side. And you know what? I love headphones that have volume controls. I got one of those like randomly when I was actually on like a trip as a high schooler in another country. That's when I first found a pair of headphones that had a volume control. I've been hooked on them ever since. Weird, stupid story, totally stupid, but it's a thing I've always enjoyed. I think it's really necessary too, especially if you have like headphones with cords. You gotta do something with that cord. So having something like the volume control is very, very handy, especially because it makes it real easy if you're in a classroom. Just go like this, and now you can hear what the teacher is saying. So that's nice to know. And the cord itself looks like we got probably about a 3-foot long cord, I would say, possibly longer. Let's go ahead and do a little quick test here. Let's see how long this guy actually is. Yeah, okay, I would say it's about a 3-foot long cord, just from my initial pulling out of this thing here. And that's a closer look at our TRS jack. It's a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Really, I don't really have much to say about that other than it's a headphone jack, but there it is. So that's how that looks. Now our gaming headset has another different control function on it. So this one here, you guys can see, we still have our volume control. Ooh, you guys hear that sound it makes? And you also have a microphone control here, because again, that is a microphone headset. So press it in the on position and it's on, press it down and it's off. That's it. Very simple, no frills here really whatsoever. I do like the feelless control though. I kind of just like touching it. It feels very toyetic too, which is great for classes, I think. But super easy to use, super easy to understand, very intuitive. Not a ton of extra bells and whistles here, but it's gonna definitely get the job done. At least it should in theory. So let's go ahead now and let's actually give this thing a try. And by the way, I just love that headphone color too, by the way. But yeah, at this point, there's really nothing else we can do except give them a try. So let's go ahead, trial by fire. Let's give them a listen. At this point, I do want to mention that these headphones were sent to me by Thinkwrite for the purposes of reviewing them, but I am under no obligation to give them a positive review. Lucky for me though, I don't need to worry about that because I actually liked both these headphones quite a great deal. I tested them by watching some videos on my computer and playing some Minecraft socially with friends online. As far as audio goes, the quality is great and everything was crystal clear and vivid. Both headphones have 40mm drivers and use insulated ear cushions to keep the sound in. And while I wouldn't call them noise canceling because they are officially not noise canceling headphones, they did do a very good job eliminating background noise. The cushions were also very comfy to wear, and I didn't have to worry about my ears feeling fatigued after long periods using them. The sweat wicking material on these gaming ones were especially handy for those instances, and I certainly wouldn't have minded that on the Revo headphones as well, but it wasn't like I was sweating buckets out of either of those ear holes, which in retrospect is a very weird thing to say on video, but we're gonna leave that part in. On the gaming headset, the microphone part is very easy to swivel up and down, no complaints there, and the Comfort First compression headband on both of them was smooth to use and very easy to adjust. And the braided cable was also a welcome choice from Thinkwrite here, since they really just move a lot nicer in general than those plastic cables do. And not only that, but again, going back to this wonderful little volume control here, this thing was definitely awesome to have, definitely super useful, and one of my favorite elements about this set of headphones. There's not really a lot of features to talk about on either of them, but this guy right here is really handy, take my word for it. As for the design, I don't really have a ton to say about them because really, they're fairly inoffensive and subdued, but they still look good and I like the little accents on them. There's not a ton of things on them other than their logo over here on this side and some of the nice accent colors, and really, that's all they need to get the job done. Both of these headphones are less than $40 each and are a very solid choice at that price point. Headphones can get very expensive very quickly as you increase the level of quality to them and what their functions are. But these Thinkwrite headphones will keep your budget in mind while still providing you with an excellent audio experience. I highly recommend both of these for kids and teens if you want to get them a good set of headphones that won't break the bank, that are wonderful for gaming or other home uses. And really, giving these as a gift will be giving yourself a gift too, because that means you don't need to hear the constant popcorn sounds of PUBG or Fortnite or really anything else that the kids are playing these days. But I could definitely see adults using either of these things as well. And I did spend some time using the Revo headphones as well to edit some videos, which was good to have. Most post-production houses use Tascam or Sony headphones for their editing, and it's pretty much a standard thing. But those are often double the price of what these guys cost here, and better ones can cost even more than that. Now granted, you'll get more mileage out of those, but for the average user, you're not gonna really need it as much. So for this price, I'm pretty happy with what I got, and I think they're gonna be a good choice for a home office setting as much as they're gonna be for playing video games. If you wanna pick up the Thinkwrite Revo headphones or the Victory Gaming headset, please use our Amazon affiliate links in the description below. If you make any purchases using these links, you'll be supporting this YouTube channel at no extra cost to you. So until next time, I'm Matthew. This has been Nerd News Today. We'll see you guys later with more product reviews and all the other videos that we do here on the channel.